let's go to our first call of the day. We'll talk to John in Austin, Texas. How you doing today, John?
Way too good, Ken. Appreciate what you're doing. You do such a great job. This show is fantastic every day.
You're a good man, John. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Live at TFNN, Breakout Investing, with your host, Ken Shreve.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to another edition of Breakout Investing on TFNN. Ken Shreve with you. 877-927-6648. That is the number to use. Toll free, never changes. You can catch my show every day on TFNN from 3 to 4 Eastern. It's available as a podcast on iTunes if you can't listen live, so be sure to check that out, and you can listen to all TFNN programming on your smartphone. All you have to do is open your smartphone browser, type in these letters, tfnn.mobi. Easy to listen on your cell phone. Also on your cell phone, you can watch Tiger TV, which is pretty cool. Tiger TV was first launched at tfnn.com. The show is carried live on Channel 1. You can look at charts live right along with me. If you want to watch Tiger TV on your handheld device, all you have to do is open your browser, type in tfnn.com, and over on the right-hand side there's a box with some cell phones, electronic devices, iPads, cell phones, things like that, and you just click that box and it'll recognize what kind of device you have, and it'll stream right on your phone. Folks, happy to announce my first webinar of the year, January 17th. This is a webinar that's going to be free to Ultimate Growth Stocks subscribers, and also to people who are taking a trial, 30-day free trial to Ultimate Growth Stocks. So now is a good time to check out my newsletter. It's a weekly newsletter. I do a weekly update every Tuesday, and I send out email buy alerts and sell alerts in between for the model portfolio and general market updates as well. So 1 hour webinar on January 17th, and the webinar is titled 2013, A Year of New Leadership. So be sure to check that out. Smack dab right on the middle of the homepage of tfnn.com. Sign up and check out that webinar. All right, checking in on the major averages here. You'd have to call today a constructive session after big gains Monday. Strong follow-through on Wednesday, and now we're really not giving up much ground. Volume on pace right now to be lighter than what we saw on Wednesday. The NASDAQ Composite trading in a tight range, off its high for the day, trading near its session low, in fact, but only down about 8 points or so, 0.3% to 3104. That's the NASDAQ Composite. You can see a big gap up for the NASDAQ yesterday over a swing point of 3,061. So again, the NASDAQ Composite last trading around 3104, and S&P 500 hanging in there just fine after a breakout yesterday over 1448. You can see that powerful move by the benchmark index yesterday. After early strength, S&P has also given back gains. It is down about 2.5 points, not much at all, to 1460. And the Dow, check in on the Dow here. See the blue chip index. It was, it closed. The market closed at highs yesterday. For a while, the the Dow Jones yesterday was not quite over a swing point of 13,365, but a lot of buyers came into the market last 5-10 minutes of trading, so you did get a close above that 13,365 level for the Dow. It is trading pretty much in the middle half of its trading range right now, down about 18.5 points to 13,393. So, absolutely a constructive session today after big gains Monday and Wednesday. Modest declines in light volume, which is perfectly fine here. Volume on the New York Stock Exchange tracking about 10-15% lighter than what we saw yesterday, which was pretty impressive volume at 2.05 billion shares. Volume on the New York Stock Exchange yesterday, 853 million. That was above average. And on the NYSE today, same deal, tracking about 10 to 15% lighter than that level. Money continues to come out of bonds. 10-year note all the way up to 1.91%. Big gains for or selling in bonds yesterday, and it is continuing again today. That's lifting the yield again. 10-year note 1.91%. 30-year bond 3.11%. The minutes from the December Fed meeting came out today. Interesting. Committee members expect bond buying to end sometime this year. This is a big reason why major averages are down near session lows. Again, muted selling today, but there's a big rally in the dollar as a result of the Fed statement. U.S. dollar index technically not looking all that healthy headed into today, but it is rallying up about 0.7% to 80.36. That's the last for the U.S. dollar index. But again, the Fed expects to end its bond buying by the end of this year, if not sooner. And that's actually a vote of confidence in the economy. A lot of people thinking that the economy this year is going to grow about 2%. Seem to be more and more people thinking that the GDP growth this year could be closer to 3%, maybe even a little bit more than that. In other words, the economy is going to excuse me. The economy is going to surprise to the upside perhaps in 2013. Remember, at the December meeting, the Fed boosted their quantitative easing program. In addition to $40 billion worth of monthly mortgage debt purchases, the Fed added $45 billion of monthly Treasury purchases. So they see that ending sometime this year. That is bringing buyers into the dollar, which is keeping gains in the major averages fairly muted at this point. But modest declines for the major averages, and again, a mostly constructive session here. Excuse me. Okay, February gold snapped a two-session winning streak today, settled at $1,674.60 an ounce, down $14.20 on the day. 0.8% decline in the electronic session. After the Fed minutes came out, gold traded about another $10 lower. So be interesting to see if gold continues its descent here. February crude oil today down at 20 cents. Not much of a move there. 0.2% to settle at $92.92 a barrel. In related news related to oil, shares of rig. Let's take a look at research in motion. Excuse me. Take a look at shares of research in motion. Big move for the stock today, up 7.1% to 49.54. Shares of rig up big after the company agreed to pay $1.4 billion and plead guilty to one misdemeanor violation of the Clean Water Act as part of a civil and criminal settlement with the Department of Justice over the 2010 Deepwater Horizon explosion that killed 11 people. So Transocean, shares of Transocean up pretty big today, up 7.1% to 49.54. News also with Google today. Stock not reacting that much. Let's see. Google right now, hardly any gain at all here. Off its highs. Hit a high of 731.93. Stock is trading around 723.84, up 59 cents. The company settled with the FTC today. It's going to give competitors more access to patents and advertisers more flexibility to use rival search engines. So that is the story on Google today. Other interesting movers out there today. Still like the look of Celgene here. Highly profitable biotech, up 1% today to 81.97. No news on Celgene today, but it could try to break out over 82.78 shortly. So we're going to keep an eye on Celgene here, and good technical setup. So, folks, I'm going to try to make it through the show today, but as you can see, I'm having a hard time getting the words out here, but bear with me as we head into the first break here. So, Celgene doing pretty well today. Also, Varian Medical. Wanted to check on Varian Medical Systems. It is up 1.4% today to 73.48. Varian makes oncology systems and equipment used in radiation therapy. Still within buying range here. Recent breakout over 72.61. So Varian looking pretty good here. See, recently came down to its 50-day moving average. Good high-quality healthcare name here. Stocks or a technical setup like this is what you want to pay attention to in the early stages of a market uptrend. So that is Varian Medical. We also had earnings today from FDO, Family Dollar Stores. The stock gapped down today, 12.6% decline for Family Dollar Stores. Last trading at 55.94. Earnings missed estimates by 6 cents a share, up 2% from a year ago to 69 cents a share. Sales up 13% to $2.42 billion. That was slightly ahead of expectations. Same-store sales at Family Dollar up 6.6%. That's a pretty good number. But for the current quarter, Family Dollar expects same-store sales growth of 4 to 5%. But it lowered its earnings guidance, and investors are not happy with that, and that is why shares are down 12.6% on the day. Same-store sales data today from many of the nation's retailers. Pier 1 imports continuing to hold near highs here. Stock is near its session low, still up 1.9% to 2038. Same-store sales up 8.2% here. And a busy day of news around the Gap. Stock has really been hit hard by selling in recent weeks, basically since October. Trying to rally here, up 2.7% on the day to 32.22. Same-store sales here came in better than expected at 5%. That was better than the estimate for 3.5% growth. Company announced a new $1 billion share repurchase program. Also said it's buying women's fashion boutique Intermix in a small deal valued at $130 million. Intermix operates 30 stores in the U.S. and Canada. Gap plans to double Intermix's store count and look for expansion opportunities overseas. Same-store sales at Gap, again, rose 5%. That was better than expectations. Thinking that 50-day moving average for Gap at 33.33 could be resistance in the near term, but good rally for the stock today. Again, up 2.7% to 32.22. All right, folks, you're listening to Breakout Investing on TFNN. We'll be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Millionaires are made every day. The fact is, living your dreams is possible. Someone, somewhere is going to get rich. My recommendation is, let that be you. Each day, someone is making the decision to better themselves and creating a plan to fulfill their financial dreams. Let that be you. The key to turning dreams into reality is to take massive action. Let that be you. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Master Show with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN, and I can help you with your journey to great wealth. I'll show you how to create the ultimate financial edge, a set of tools, insights, and strategies that are part of my daily newsletter service, Mastering Probability. You'll have direct access to me by phone, email, and my private library of trading and investing secrets for 30 days with an unconditional money-back guarantee. I'll take your trading to the next level. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage at TFNN.com and turn your dreams into reality. Mastering Probability, folks. Let that be you.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Welcome back, everyone, to Breakout Investing on TFNN. Ken Shreve with you. I am going to be wrapping up the show early today, just having a hard time getting through the show. I've been sick for several days now, but for the next half hour or so, we're going to replay the first hour of Money Masters with Steve Rhodes that aired earlier today. I will do my best to be back here tomorrow, Friday, for another edition of Breakout Investing. Until then, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. But Money Masters for the next half hour leading up to the Tom O'Brien Show at 4 o'clock Eastern. Have a great afternoon, everyone.